Welcome to Mark's Motorsports and Farming channel. This video is more of a follow-up to the hay auction video that I did in Sauk Center, Minnesota. They've been doing that auction for a number of years now, and today was the first day that I was actually able to make it to that auction, because most weeks I'm not able to, because I usually attend a different auction that is held on the same day as those auctions are. And obviously, being my first time there, I had no idea that they had any sort of policy against, cameras. And as you'll see at the end of the video there, they were certainly jerks as far as how they handled the situation. I ended up having to cut that video short. Otherwise, there certainly would have been a lot more footage of the actual auction than what I was able to record. So, and then in talking to a couple of guys that were at the auction, either looking to buy, or one guy I know was selling there. I guess their primary concern is with Amish people, and that they have a whole different religion, so to speak, in which their beliefs and so forth do not, allow of, any sort of image, to be projected of them, and in which both, I shouldn't say both, but certainly myself and other people that take videos and take pictures are certainly considerate of that, and to make sure not to get Amish or anybody that's camera shy in a picture or a video. And then I also talked to a couple of the people or a couple of the personnel that work for the auction company, and also tried to get that through to them. But the two people that, one of them approached me, and then I approached the other, and they both said that it's mostly because of that's basically because of the Amish, that they don't want any sort of camera chasing them away, and which there too I also tried to explain, especially to the one that I approached, that that I do not that the video that I was able to get of the auction was focused specifically on the loads of hay that were there, and that none of the crowd was in the video for any amount of time to speak of, because you'll see it. I caught a little bit of the crowd so that I could show the company's truck, but otherwise it focused on the loads of hay. Yeah, that facility was always known to have every single load on trucks ready to leave the yard right away. And talking to a few people that have been at that auction prior to me going there, but as you either saw or will see in the video, at some point they did decide to invest in some loading equipment, and then they unloaded some of the trucks that came in there. And then whereas other sellers decided to still leave it on their trucks, and then once they got directions to the buyer's place, and then they could leave. But yeah, that auction company will certainly be getting a letter in the mail, and then whether they send me anything back or not, see what happens. But at least they'll know how upset I was with them today with how they handled the situation. And while I certainly do understand the concern about the Amish, number one, like I said, I focused this camera on the loads of hay that were there, and therefore, number two, the Amish do not watch YouTube videos, and therefore will probably never know that I was even there with a video camera. So then how to go about getting video if I ever do try to go there again. The only thing that might work would be to do it with my phone, because then they may not worry about a phone so much like they would a regular video camera like I've been using lately. And if somebody could pull it off that way, then I could grab this camera and film it, have a camera video off of my phone, which I have had to do a couple times. But anyway, that's pretty much the scoop as far as the Sauk Center hay auction that I was at. First time there, and no way of knowing that they had any sort of rule against cameras, and then they turned into a bunch of jerks about it. So, and if you haven't already seen the video on it, you will certainly see that at the end of that video of the actual auction, you know, what jerks they were with how they handled that situation with me. And so anyway, because yeah, the other thing that I should add is, you know, the other auction companies I know of would certainly welcome, you know, the extra exposure and free advertising that they could get with having somebody like me there. You know, either, you know, especially with a video camera like this, and putting their auction out where, you know, other people can see it that weren't there. So, but yeah, like I say, I would have liked to have recorded the whole auction and give you a better feel for where the market is at up there. Or in general, I could say too. Although personally, I would say it's a horse apiece, as they say, in comparison to Litchfield, Minnesota, which is the one that I've recorded a couple times now. I recorded the last hay auction they had there, and then roughly a month before that, I recorded the auction there when they had hay. So there's certainly more content coming to the channel. I was at National Snowcross 2 weekends ago now, and those videos are officially up, all up. And then this past weekend they had regional snowcross there, and I was there for that, and those videos are gonna start going up pretty soon as well. So, and then we have more racing coming in February for sure, and then I was informed about some more happening in March, which I will have to look into, and I'm not sure if I'm able to go or not, but I'll at least try to look it up and see when it is and so forth. So thank you guys for watching these videos. I very much appreciate it. Be sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe, and catch you later.